So let's come straight to the point. Between the main game from Horizon Forbidden West and the new download content Burning Shores, there is zero difference in terms of HDR. Everything what I said in my last videos about HDR counts here as well. We have great HDR effects. We have, the visual quality in this game in general is on a very, very high level. And I just finished this game, actually, the main quest, just in time for the new download content. And what should I say? I had so much fun. This game is, gameplay-wise, audio and visual-wise, truly next gen. Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. I try to keep this video as short as possible, but there are a couple of things what we need to talk about, especially when you play this game for the very first time. There are some options or settings, especially for HDR, what we need to consider. And the first thing and the most important thing actually is that Horizon Forbidden West and also the new download content are supporting the HDR system level calibration on the PlayStation 5. So that means if you haven't set up this menu in the correct way, then it's about time to do it, because otherwise you have a very bad HDR experience in Horizon Forbidden West. And just to give you an idea what I mean when I'm talking about bad HDR experience in Horizon Forbidden West, have a very quick look on this screenshot. For the first screenshot, I set up my PlayStation 5 in the complete wrong way, and you can see the maximum peak brightness in this game right now on specular highlights is not even close to 300 candela. This would mean a very bad HDR experience because the whole picture looks very dull actually, and one word, boring. And this screenshot was taken with the correct setting on the PlayStation 5, and as you can see, we have now a maximum peak brightness of around 900 to 1000 candela or nits, and this is exactly what I like to see on an LG G2, because now the picture is very, very vivid and not boring at all. It's really a great experience. So again, it is very important that you set up the PlayStation 5 HDR system level calibration in the correct way. And if you have no idea how to do that, then watch my video. Link is in the description. And if you now think with setting up HDR on the PlayStation 5, you're good to go to play the game, then unfortunately you are wrong, because we have additional settings in regards to HDR in the game. And why I'm saying unfortunately is quite simple, because the standard factory settings in the game, they are actually not the best. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are okay and you can play without changing any settings if you like, but as always, you can improve it. So let's start with the settings for shadows, because you can change this setting as you like it, because it will not affect maximum peak brightness in the game. All what is happening actually, you will slightly increase the black level or the shadow details in very dark objects or dark areas. But what I found is on my LG ZX or the G2, there was no need to change it. And then we have the brightness setting, and what this setting is doing is changing the overall brightness in the game. But what I found is if you increase this value too much, then you will have a washed out picture look, which I really don't like. So my recommendation actually was for the LG ZX, G2 and similar TVs, when you use HGHG, +1, maximum +2. And then we have the highlight setting, and this setting is very important to get actually the maximum peak brightness out of the game. Because if you would leave it at standard setting 0, then you would actually limit your TV. Even the PlayStation 5 is set up in the correct way, you would not have the maximum peak brightness. So what I found is that you should set this setting, highlights, at least to +5, or if you like, to +10, because there is no downside as far as I can see. So just keep in mind, the further you increase this highlight setting, the more vivid the colors are getting slightly. But actually, to be very honest, I like the setting +10. When it comes to the different tone mapping options like dynamic tone mapping on, dynamic tone mapping off, or HGHG on OLED TVs like the LGs, I would strongly recommend to use HGHG in this game, because it just gives you the best experience, as what I found on my LG ZX or the G2. Dynamic tone mapping off, as always, is not a good idea at all, because you will lose a lot of pop in the picture, especially the specular highlights are not specular anymore at all. So this is not our option at all. And yeah, as always, dynamic tone mapping on is brighten up the picture. And in this case, in my opinion, way too much. Okay, my friends, so that's it for this very quick video, and what should I say? This is just a fantastic game. This is a must play for PlayStation 5 users or owners, in my opinion, because yeah, not just because of the visual quality, also the audio quality. And this is something what we hardly talk in videos actually, or at least on my channel. I hardly talk about audio quality, but the audio quality in this game is on a different level, in my opinion, compared to other games. So audio visual wise, this is truly next gen, and I really enjoy the unlocked 60 FPS mode in this game, because it looks fantastic and it plays absolutely without any stuttering, any issue at all. So yeah, if you haven't played this game so far, then I think now it's time. Get the main game, finish the quest. It should take you maybe around 20 to 30 hours, depending on how many side quests you're actually doing, but it is really worth it. And then get the DLC, because in terms of visual quality, this is really, you shouldn't miss it, okay? Let's say it like that. Thank you very much for watching me. I see you guys next time. Bye.